Hestia. 90 languages. Hestia. Goddess of the domestic and civic hearth, the home, sacred and sacrificial fire, virginity, family, and the state. Member of the 12 Olympians. The Giustiniani Hestia. Abode Delphi and Mount Olympus. Animals pig. Symbol the hearth and its fire. Genealogy. Parents Cronus and Rhea. Siblings Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Zeus. Equivalents. Roman Vesta. For other uses, see Hestia, disambiguation. In. Ansai. Ent. Gri. K. Religi. On. And. Myth. Oleg. Y. Hestia, /HST, HST /CTFD Greek, meaning hearth or fireside, is the virgin goddess of the hearth and the home. In myth, she is the firstborn child of the Titans Cronus and Rhea, and one of the 12 Olympians. In Greek mythology, the newborn Hestia, along with 4 of her 5 siblings, was devoured by her father Cronus, who feared being overthrown by one of his offspring. Hestia, being firstborn, was the eldest. The lastborn was Zeus, who escaped with his mother's help, and made his father disgorge all his siblings. Cronus was supplanted by this new generation of deities, and Hestia thus became one of the Olympian gods, the new rulers of the cosmos, alongside her brothers and sisters. In spite of her status, she has little prominence in Greek mythology. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Hestia holding a branch of a chaste tree, red figure calyx. Attributed to Oltos, Tarquinia. National Museum. Like Athena and Artemis, Hestia elected never to marry and remained an eternal virgin goddess instead, forever tending to the hearth of Olympus. As the goddess of sacrificial fire, Hestia received the first offering at every domestic sacrifice. In the public domain, the hearth of the Prytaneum functioned as her official sanctuary. Whenever a new colony was established, a flame from Hestia's public hearth in the mother city would be carried to the new settlement. The goddess Vesta is her Roman equivalent. Origins and etymology, edit. Hestia's name means hearth, fireplace, altar. 1. This stems from the Pyrut *wes, burn, ultimately from *h wes dwell, pass the night, stay. 2, 3, 4, it thus refers to the oikos, domestic life, home, household, house, or family. Burkert states that an early form of the temple is the hearth house. The early temples at Dreiros and Prineas on Crete are of this type, as indeed is the temple of Apollo at Delphi, which always had its inner Hestia. 5. The Mycenaean Great Hall, Megaron, like Homer's Hall of Odysseus at Ithaca, had a central hearth. Likewise, the hearth of the later Greek Prytaneum was the community and government's ritual and secular focus. 6. Hestia's naming thus makes her a personification of the hearth and its fire, a symbol of society and family, also denoting authority and kingship. 7. Mythology, edit. Origin, edit. Hestia is a goddess of the first Olympian generation. She is the eldest daughter of the Titans Rhea and Cronus, and sister to Demeter, Hades, Hera, Poseidon, and Zeus. Immediately after their birth, starting with Hestia, Cronus swallowed each of them, but their mother deceived Cronus and helped Zeus escape. Zeus forced Cronus to disgorge his siblings and led them in a war against their father and the other Titans. 8. As first to be devoured, and the last to be yielded up again, Hestia is thus both the eldest and youngest daughter. This mythic inversion is found in the Homeric hymn to Aphrodite. 700 BC. 9. Zeus assigned Hestia a duty to feed and maintain the fires of the Olympian hearth with the fatty, combustible portions of animal sacrifices to the gods. 10. Wherever food was cooked, or an offering was burnt, she thus had her share of honor. Also, in all the temples of the gods, she has a share of honor. Among all mortals, she was chief of the goddesses. 11. Virgin Goddess, edit. The gods Poseidon and Apollo, her brother and nephew respectively, both fell in love with Hestia and vied for her hand in marriage. But Hestia would have neither of them, and went to Zeus instead, and swore a great oath, that she would remain a virgin for all time and never marry. In the Homeric hymn to Aphrodite, Aphrodite, goddess of sex and love, has no power over Hestia. 12. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Hestia, on the northern frieze of the Siphonian treasury, 6th century BC. Delphi Archaeological Museum, Greece. Fragment of a Hellenistic relief, 1st century BC 1st century AD, depicting the 12 Olympians carrying their attributes in procession, Hestia with scepter to the left, from the Walters Art Museum, 22. Status and attributes, edit. At Athens, in Plato's time, notes Kenneth Daughter, 13, there was a discrepancy in the list of the 12 chief gods, as to whether Hestia or Dionysius was included with the other 11. The altar to them at the Agora, for example, included Hestia, but the east frieze of the Parthenon had Dionysius instead. However, the hearth was immovable, and there is no story of Hestia's ever having been removed from her fixed abode. 14. Burkert remarks that since the hearth is immovable, Hestia is unable to take part even in the procession of the gods, let alone the other antics of the Olympians. 15. Traditionally, Hestia is absent from ancient depictions of the Gigantomachie, as she is the one who must keep the home fires burning when the other gods are away. 16. Nevertheless, her possible participation in the fight against the giants is evidenced from an inscription on the northern frieze of the Siphonian treasury in Delphi. Brinkman, 1985, suggests that the letter tracings of one of the two goddesses right next to Hephaestus be restored as Hestia, although other possible candidates include Demeter and Persephone, or two of the three Fates. 17, 18. Her mythographic status as firstborn of Rhea and Cronus seems to justify the tradition in which a small offering is made to Hestia before any sacrifice. Hestia comes first, though this was not universal among the Greeks. In Odyssey 14, 432-436, the loyal swineherd Eumaeus begins the feast for his master Odysseus by plucking tufts from a boar's head and throwing them into the fire with a prayer addressed to all the powers, then carved the meat into 7 equal portions, one he set aside, lifting up a prayer to the forest nymphs and Hermes, Maia's son. 19. Hestia is identified with the hearth as a physical object, and the abstractions of community and domesticity, in contrast to the fire of the forge employed in blacksmithing and metalworking, the province of the god Hephaestus. Portrayals of her are rare and seldom secure. 20. In classical Greek art, she is occasionally depicted as a woman, simply and modestly cloaked in a head veil. At times, she is shown with a staff in hand or by a large fire. She sits on a plain wooden throne with a white woolen cushion. Her associated sacrificial animal was a domestic pig. 21. Equivalence, edit. Her Roman equivalent is Vesta. 23. Vesta has similar functions as a divine personification of Rome's public, domestic, and colonial hearths, binding Romans together within a form of extended family. The similarity of names between Hestia and Vesta is, however, misleading. The relationship Hestia Histe-Vesta cannot be explained in terms of Indo-European linguistics. Borrowings from a third language must also be involved, according to Walter Burkert. 24. Herodotus equates Hestia with Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Part of a marble altar with inscription Hestia's Istmias. 5th–4th century BC. The altar was dedicated to the goddess Hestia, with the epithet Istmia, of the Isthmus. Archaeological Museum of Paris. Dedication of an altar to Hestia. In Carnids, Taormina. Undated. The inscription states: beside these walls of Serapis the warden of the temple Carnids, of Bach, son of Eucrytos, a foreigner, and his spouse Pythias, and his daughter Iriso placed to Hestia a pure altar, as a reward. For this, O you that governs the marvelous dwellings of Zeus, the high-ranking Scythian deity Tabiti. 25. Procpius equates her with the Zoroastrian holy fire, Attar, of the Sasanians in Ad-Her-Gushnasp. 26. To Vesta is attributed one more story not found in Greek tradition by the Roman poet Ovid in his poem Fasti, where during a feast of the gods Vesta is nearly raped in her sleep by the god Priapus, and only avoids this fate when a donkey cries out, alerting Vesta and prompting the other gods to attack Priapus in defense of the goddess. This story is an almost word-for-word repeat of the myth of Priapus and Letys, recounted earlier in the same book, with the difference that Letys had to transform into a lotus tree to escape Priapus, making some scholars suggest the account where Vesta supplants Letys only exists in order to create some cult drama. 27. Worship, edit. The worship of Hestia was centered around the hearth, both domestic and civic. The hearth was essential for warmth, food preparation, and the completion of sacrificial offerings to deities. At feasts, Hestia was offered the first and last libations of wine. 28. Pausanias writes that the Hellenes sacrifice first to Hestia and then to other gods. 29. Xenophon in Cyropedia wrote that Cyrus the Great sacrificed first to Hestia, then to sovereign Zeus, and then to any other god that the Magi suggested. 30. The accidental or negligent extinction of a domestic hearth fire represented a failure of domestic and religious care for the family, failure to maintain Hestia's public fire in her temple or shrine was a breach of duty to the broad community. A hearth fire might be deliberately, ritually extinguished at need, but its lighting should be accompanied by rituals of completion, purification, and renewal, comparable with the rituals and connotations of an eternal flame, and of sanctuary lamps. At the level of the polis, the hearths of Greek colonies and their mother cities were allied and sanctified through Hestia's cult. Athenaeus, in the Dipnosophista, writes that in Naucratis the people dined in the Prytaneion on the birthday of Hestia Prytanitis. 31. Responsibility for Hestia's domestic cult usually fell to the leading women of the household, although sometimes to a man. Hestia's rites at the hearths of public buildings were usually led by holders of civil office. Dionysius of Halicarnassus testifies that the Prytaneum of a Greek state or community was sacred to Hestia, who was served by the most powerful state officials. 32. However, evidence of her dedicant priesthood is extremely rare. Most stems from the early Roman imperial era, when Sparta offers several examples of women with the priestly title Hestia. Chalcis offers one, a daughter of the local elite. Existing civic cults to Hestia probably served as stock for the grafting of Greek ruler cult to the Roman emperor, the imperial family, and Rome itself. In Athens, a small seating section at the Theatre of Dionysius was reserved for priesthoods of Hestia on the Acropolis, Livia, and Julia, and of Hestia Romaine, Roman Hestia, thus the Roman hearth or vesta. At Delos, a priest served Hestia the Athenian demos, the people or state, and Roma. An eminent citizen of Carian Stratonicia described himself as a priest of Hestia and several other deities, as well as holding several civic offices. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Grant to them a lovely auspiciousness of life. Hestia from the eastern pediment of the Parthenon, mid-5th century BC. British Museum. Hestia's political and civic functions are further evidenced by her very numerous privately funded dedications at civic sites, and the administrative, rather than religious titles used by the lay officials involved in her civic cults. 33. Shrines, temples and colonies, edit. Every private and public hearth was regarded as a sanctuary of the goddess, and a portion of the sacrifices, to whatever divinity they were offered, belonged to her. Ischines, on the embassy, declares that the hearth of the Prytaneum was regarded as the common hearth of the state. And a statue of Hestia was there, and in the Senate house there was an altar of the goddess. 34. A temple at Ephesus was dedicated to Hestia. Bolia Hestia of the Senate, or Boule. Pausanias reports a figurative statue of Hestia in the Athenian Prytaneum, together with one of the goddess Irene, peace. 35. Hestia offered sanctuary from persecution to those who showed her respect and would punish those who offended her. Diodorus Siculus writes that Thrasymene sought asylum directly from Hestia at the council chamber, leaping onto her hearth not to save himself, but in the hope that his slayers would demonstrate their impiety by killing him there. 36. Very few freestanding temples were dedicated to Hestia. Pausanias mentions one in Hermione and one in Sparta, the latter having an altar, but no image. 37. Xenophon's Hellenica mentions fighting around and within Olympia's Temple of Hestia, a building separate from the city's council hall and adjoining theatre. 38. A temple to Hestia was in Andros. 39. Prospective founders of city-states and colonies sought approval and guidance not only of their mother city, represented by Hestia, but of Apollo, through one or another of his various oracles. He acted as consulting archegetes, founder, at Delphi. Among his various functions, he was patron god of colonies, architecture, constitutions and city planning. Additional patron deities might also be persuaded to support the new settlement. But without Hestia, her sacred hearth, an agora and prytaneum, there could be no polis. 40. Hymns, Odes and Oaths, edit. Homeric hymn 24, to Hestia, is an invocation of 5 lines, alluding to her role as an attendant to Apollo. Hestia, you who tend the holy house of the Lord Apollo, the far shooter at goodly Pytho, with soft oil dripping ever from your locks, come now into this house, come, having one mind with Zeus the all-wise. Draw near, and withal bestow grace upon my song. 41. Homeric hymn 29, to Hestia invokes Hestia and Hermes. Hestia, in the high dwellings of all, both deathless gods and men who walk on earth, you have gained an everlasting abode and highest honor, glorious is your portion and your right. For without you mortals hold no banquet, where one does not duly pour sweet wine in offering to Hestia both first and last. And you, slayer of Argus, an epithet of Hermes, son of Zeus and Maia, the messenger of the blessed gods. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Hestia full of blessings, Egypt. 6th century tapestry, Dumbarton. Oaks Collection. Hyde. Bearer of the golden rod, the giver of good, be favorable and help us, you and Hestia, the worshipful and dear. Come and dwell in this glorious house in friendship together, for you too, well knowing the noble actions of men, aid on their wisdom and their strength. Hail, daughter of Cronos, and you also, Hermes, bearer of the golden rod. Now I will remember you and another song also. 42. Bacchylides Ode 14b, for Aristotles of Larissa. Golden-throned Hestia, you who increase the great prosperity of the rich Agathocleidae, seated in the midst of city streets near the fragrant river Peneus in the valleys of sheep, nurturing Thessaly. From there Aristotles came to flourishing Syra, and was twice crowned, for the glory of horse-mastering Larissa. The rest of the ode is lost. 43. Orphic hymn 84 and Pindar's 11th Mnemosyne ode are dedicated to Hestia. 44, 45. In one military oath found at Acharnae, from the sanctuary of Ars and Athena. RIA, dated 353–5 BC, Hestia is called, among many others, to bear witness. 46, 47. Hestia Tapestry, edit. Main article, Hestia Tapestry. The Hestia Tapestry is a Byzantine tapestry, made in Egypt during the 6th century AD. It is a late and very rare representation of the goddess, whom it identifies in Greek as Hestia Polyolbo, Greek, Hestia, full of blessings. Its history and symbolism are discussed in Friedlander, 1945. 48. Genealogy, edit. Hestia's family tree, 49. Uranus Gaia. Uranus genitals Cronus Rhea. Zeus Hera Poseidon Hades Demeter Hestia. A. 50. B. 51. Ars Hephaestus. Metis. Athena, 52. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Leto. Apollo Artemis. Maia. Hermes. Semele. Dionysius. Dion. A. 53, B. 54. Aphrodite. See also, edit. 46 Hestia, asteroid named after the goddess. DIP Nates. Hestia, daily broadsheet newspaper named after Hestia. Sacred fire of Vesta. Vitex Agnes Castus. Zalmoxis. Dipe News, ancient Greek god of bread baking. Notes, edit. 1 RSP Beeks. Etymological Dictionary of Greek, Brill, 2009, p. 471. 2 Calvert Watkins, Wes, in The American Heritage Dictionary of Indo-European Roots. Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Boston 1985, Web Archive. 3 Malloy, J.P. Adams, D.Q. 2006. The Oxford Introduction to Proto-Indo-European and the Proto-Indo-European World. OUP Oxford. p. 220. ISBN 978-0-19-928791-8. 4 West, p. 145. 5 Burkhardt, p. 61. 6 Hermann Hansen, Mogens and Tobias Fischer Hansen. 1994. Monumental Political Architecture in Archaic and Classical Greek Polis. Evidence and Historical Significance. In D. Whitehead, ed., Historia Einzelschriften 87, from Political Architecture to Stephanus Byzantinus, Sources for the Ancient Greek Polis. Stuttgart, Franz Steiner, 30-37. ISBN 9783515065726. 7 Nagy 1990, p. 143. 8 Hesiod, Theogony 453 ff. 9 Kerenii, p. 91. 10 Kajava, pp. 1-2. 11 Homeric Hymn to Aphrodite, 5, 32. 12 Homeric Hymn to Aphrodite, 5, 21-32. 13 Daughter, K. 1971. Imagery and Philosophy in Plato's Phaedrus. Journal of the History of Philosophy, 9, 3, 279288. July 1971. 14 Kerenii, p. 92. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 15 Burkhardt, p. 170. 16 Smith, Tyler Joe, Plant Sows, Demetrius, 2018. A Companion to Greek Art. Wiley Blackwell. p. 409. ISBN 978-1-4051. 8604-9. 17 Delphi, Siphonian Treasury Frieze North, Sculpture. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Tufts University. Retrieved. 25 December, 2022. 18 Scaffold, Carl, Giulianopage, Luca, 1992. Gods and Heroes in Late Archaic Greek Art. Translated by Alan Griffiths. Cambridge University Press. p. 59. ISBN 0-521-32718-0. 19 Robert Fagel's translation. 20 Kajava, p2. 21 Bremer, January N., in Ogden, D. ed. 2010. A Companion to Greek Religion, Wiley Blackwell, p. 134. ISBN 1-4443-3417-3. 22 Walters Art Museum, accession number 23.40. 23 Hughes, James. 1995. Le Rouse Desk Reference Encyclopedia, p. 215. Le Rouse / The Book People. 24 Burkert, p. 415, 3.3.1 n2. 25 Sulimersky, t. 1985. The SCYTHS. In Fisher, W.B. ed. The Cambridge History of Iran. Volume 2, The Median and Achaemenian Periods. Cambridge, Cambridge University Press. pp. 158159. ISBN 0-521-20091-1. Citing Herodotus. Book 4. 26 Procpius, History of the Wars, Book 2, Ksiv. 27 Littlewood, Arjoy, 2006. A Commentary on Ovid, Fasti Book 6. Oxford, New York City, Oxford University Press. p. 103. ISBN 978-0-19927-134-4. 28 Him 29 to Hestia, Line 1. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 29 Pausanias, 5.14.4. 30 Xenophon, Cyropedia, *q/ru *padia /as *z, Chapter 5, Section 57. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved January 1, 2023. 31 Athenaeus, Diagnosophists Book 4. www.atlas.org. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 32 Kajava, p5. 33 Kajava, pp. 1, 3, 5. 34 Ischins, on the Embassy, Section 45. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 35 Pausanias, 1.18.3. 36 Diodorus Siculus, 14.4. 37 Pausanias, 2.35.1 and 3 November 2011. 38 Xenophon, Hellenica, Elnic = n *z, Chapter 4, Section 31. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 39 The Princeton Encyclopedia of Classical Sites, Andros I of the Cyclades, Greece. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 40 Detienne, Marcel, Lloyd, Janet, 2004. The Gods of Politics in Early Greek Cities. Arian, A Journal of Humanities. And the Classics. 12, 249-66. JSTOR 20163970. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 41 Him 24 to Hestia. 42 Him 29 to Hestia, Line 1. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 43 Bacchylides, Epiicians, Ode 14b*, Aristotle *Larissai /w*/Iphois. G.I.A. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved. 1 January 2023. 44 Orphic hymn 84 to Hestia, Athanasarches and Wolkow, pp 64-65. 45 Pindar, Neminodes 11.1, en. 46 Topistixt, 2.1 Witnesses the gods Agloros, Hestia, Enio, Enyalios, Us and Athena Aia, Zeus, Thalo, Auxo. Hegemon, Heracles, and the boundaries of my fatherland, wheat, barley, vines, olives, figs. 47 R088 Dedication from Akani with military oaths. www.atisinscriptions.com. Retrieved 1 January 2023. 48 Friedlander, Paul. 1945. Documents of Dying Paganism. University of California Press. 49 This chart is based upon Hesiod's Theogony, unless otherwise noted. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 50 According to Homer, Iliad 1.57579, 14.338, Odyssey 8.312. Hephaestus was apparently the son of Hera and Zeus, see Gantz, p. 74. 51 According to Hesiod, Theogony 927929, Hephaestus was produced by Hera alone, with no father, see Gantz, p. 74. 52 According to Hesiod, Theogony 886890, of Zeus' children by his 7 wives, Athena was the first to be conceived, but the last to be born. Zeus impregnated Metis, then swallowed her. Later Zeus himself gave birth to Athena. From his head, see Gantz, pp. 51-52, 83-84. 53 According to Hesiod, Theogony 183200, Aphrodite was born from Uranus' severed genitals, see Gantz, pp. 99. 100. 54 According to Homer, Aphrodite was the daughter of Zeus, Iliad 3.374, 20.105, Odyssey 8.308, 320, and Dione, Iliad 5.37071, see Gantz, pp. 99-100. References, edit. Burkert, Walter, 1985. Greek Religion. Harvard University Press. Internet Archive. Diodorus Siculus, Bibliotheca Historica. Vol 1-2. Immanuel Becker. Ludwig Dindorf. Friedrich Vogel. In Oedipus. B. G. Tbnery. Leipzig. 1888-1890. Greek text available at the Perseus Digital Library. Evelyn White, Hugh, The Homeric Hymns and Homerica with an English translation by Hugh G. Evelyn White. Homeric Hymns. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann. Limited 1914. Friedlander, Paul. 1945. Documents of Dying Paganism. University of California Press. Gantz, Timothy, Early Greek Myth, A Guide to Literary and Artistic Sources, Johns Hopkins University Press. 1996, 2 volumes, ISBN 978-0-8018-5360-9, Volume 1, ISBN 978-0-8018-5362-3, Volume 2. Hesiod, Theogony, in the Homeric Hymns and Homerica with an English translation by Hugh G. Evelyn White, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited 1914. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Homer, the Iliad with an English translation by A. T. Murray, Ph.D. in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann, Limited 1924. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Homer, the Odyssey with an English translation by A. T. Murray, Ph.D. in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann, Limited 1919. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Kajavat, Mika. Hestia Hearth, Goddess, and Cult, Harvard Studies in Classical Philology 102, 2004 120. JSTOR 415030. Kerenii, Carl, The Gods of the Greeks, Thames and Hudson, London, 1951. Internet Archive. Nagy, Gregory, 1990. Greek Mythology and Poetics. Cornell University Press. ISBN 0-8014-8048-5. Ovid, Ovid's Fasti, with an English translation by Sir James George Fraser, London, W. Heinemann Limited. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1959. Internet Archive. Pausanias, Pausanias' Description of Greece with an English translation by W.H.S. Jones, Lit.D, and H.A. Ormerod, M.A., in 4 volumes. Cambridge, Ma, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited. 1918 online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Pindar, Odes, Diane Anson Svalian. 1990. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Stevenson, Hamish. 1985. The Gods of the Romans and Greeks. NYT Writer. West, M.L., Indo-European Poetry and Myth, Oxford University Press, 2007. ISBN 978-0-19-928075-9. Google Books. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. External links, edit. Media related to Hestia at Wikimedia Commons. Categories: Hestia, fire goddesses, children of Cronus, Greek virgin goddesses, household deities. Personifications in Greek mythology, 12 Olympians. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.